Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Outward. So, we ended up last time with me rambling a lot about all kinds of gameplay elements and things, kind of getting ahead of ourselves. We still have to talk with everyone and actually get the information naturally. So, still haven't done a lick of combat yet. We're running out the clock as we speak, so I thought it was a bit stressful starting off this game on my last character, my last attempt, and the reason being, going into the pause menu doesn't pause the game, and I was worried that, oh, I've got nothing, I can't go and have a breakfast or make some coffee or do whatever. But you can actually pause the game. You just press the pause menu and you go into this extra screen here, press pause, and the game's paused. So luckily it does have this pause option, probably not when you're split screen for logical reasons. I can't see why they wouldn't allow you to pause the game, but you can actually pause in your single player. So yeah, you can go AFK and do whatever. You don't have to worry about the time running out. I don't know if time is a huge factor in the rest of the game, but at least for this early game, the all-important quest of retaining the rights to our lighthouse is kind of a big deal. I think if you lose it, you're kind of playing through the game in hard mode at that point. Oh, I forgot to show off. If you open the touchpad menu, press L1, you see your quests here. Press L2, R2, cycle through the major and minor quests. So you've got the side quests here and the main quests. So the first quest you get is a call to adventure. Pay the 150 silver to Risa within 5 days or you'll lose your lighthouse in Cierzo. Speak to Risa Aberdeen in the village of Cierzo. That was our our previous objective. And Castaway is our last quest completed. Okay, let's carry on. Off we go. My game crashed going into the lighthouse before, by the way, so if you ever get a loading screen or a black screen when you're going into this thing, yeah, your game's probably crashed.
Greetings. How go your efforts?
Who would be able to help me?
Here's what you need to know.
Ito is the Kazite trainer. He can teach you about combat. Burak, the gate warden, can teach you about surviving out in the wild. I'm sure the shopkeepers can teach you about their expertise as well.
If you're looking for news, the inn is always a good place to try.
And don't forget about Yazan, down by the beach. Okay.
Greetings. How go your efforts?
Questions about the tribe?
Here's what you need to know.
What are your duties as chamber lady? I never have paid much mind to politics.
I represent us within the Blue Chamber Collective.
Whenever the tribes need to make a decision that affects us all, each of us bears one vote on the matters at hand.
Should a Chamber Lord call a meeting, we gather in the city of Berg.
The birthplace of our collective, and hold a discussion, then a vote.
As such, I wield much power within the town of Cierzo. Still, no one in the collective is above the law.
But only so long as my decisions... It's annoying when they skip to the end of the dialogue, because only ought be said. And I'm going to have to repeat the entire thing just to make it make any kind of sense. As such, I wield much power within the town of Cierzo, but only so long as my decisions are accepted. After all, your grandmother was chamber lady once, before she was exiled for her actions. No one in the collective is above the law. You're always trying to look after me. Why?
As children, your father and I were close.
I saw a future for us, but he could not stand by as the woman who would be your mother bore the weight of your grandmother's sins alone. There is only so much a single huntress can manage.
They turned out to be a natural team as they worked to redeem your bloodline.
I must admit, she was better suited for him. Despite it all, we remained close friends.
You may not be connected to me by blood or tradition, but I still consider you family.
I don't want you to suffer. She reminds me of Lady Red in, the Phantom Hive estate. I forget the name of the anime. Black Butler, yeah. She reminds me of Lady Red in Black Butler. I hope she doesn't hold this weird grudge and wants to kill me. Enough talk about the past. Let's see now. What have I missed? Okay, who would help me? And this is how I wasted an entire day trying to figure out how the hell am I going to make 150 silver. And luckily you can ignore the making 150 silver part of the quest. You can get the badge of helping someone very easily and very quickly. You can even, I think you can do it on the last day still. So I'm not worried about that. And it's kind of cool that it's that easy, that it it kind of makes that it's easy to play through other playthroughs of the game. You don't have to worry every time you start. Oh no, it's going to be another rush to 150 coins. I'm on my way. Farewell, Lady Aberdeen.
Be safe. Be smart.
Will do. Hello? Oliel?
I'm glad you survived the wreck.
Yikes. Judas, and I'm sorry about your losses. I know how much you were counting on this expedition. That glowing sword is new. When did you get it? Yeah, that's shiny.
Rufus commissioned it for me as a going-away present.
I was going to leave this morning to go join the holy mission of Elatz before Mother could stop me. Referring to Mother, she's referring to the elder of our tribe standing over there. What a serious face I got. He looks a bit like Fee from the latest. Oh man. Yeah, from the latest Devil May Cry game. Anyway, carry on.
But with the shipwreck, it wouldn't be right to leave so soon.
I have to stay with the tribe until the mourning period is over. I can't imagine your mother will let you go without another lecture.
I know. Risa has already promised me that she and I will be having a long talk.
Yeah. Actually, I'm forgetting Oliel is actually her daughter. Okay. I hope she convinces you I'll miss you if you leave.
I know. I'll miss you and Izan too. But this is the path I choose to walk.
I'm not letting Risa decide my life. I want to be part of a greater good, not rule over people. This is a cliche.
Always strive to be better than today.
Good motto. Go now. We both have work to do for Cierzo's sake. Alright. For the glory of Cierzo. Cierzo be praised. Okay, so this is her mother, Risa Aberdeen, Oliel Aberdeen. I don't know. The time is, the day's creeping away from us. We're gonna we're gonna spend an entire day talking with each individual person. I kind of like her storyline. I think I'm gonna follow her later. Actually. Always getting into spoiler talk here. I've only played through like an hour or two of the game story on my first attempt. I haven't gotten that far into it. Basically, I'm ready to leave the camp on my other character. So yeah, I haven't gotten that far into it. Hello?
Can I help you?
Hey, nice seeing you, Judas. The Cierzo militia can answer any questions you have. Where can I get some sleep? Where can I find merchants and traders? Who's important in the city? Tell me about the surrounding region. If you want specifics, ask Burak, our gate warden. Generally speaking, winter can get unbearably cold, so wear thick clothing and keep torches and campfires on hand. And if you're interested in magic, there's a ley line under the Conflux Mountain, that large purple one in the middle of the region. It's kind of a big deal. Need something else? Who's important in the city? The other questions, I don't know if I want to go through all of the dialogue of everyone, because I'm going to end up with 10 episodes of just rattling off dialogue. The chamber lady, Risa Aberdeen, is usually in her manor on Top Hill when she's staying at Cierzo. Burak, the gate warden, is by the front gate, and Helen Turnbull is looking for curious objects. See her up on the raised deck near the inn. Need something else? I'm fine.
Carry on then.
Now, Risa Aberdeen told us to talk to an innkeeper, I think. Did she tell us that yet? Am I getting ahead of myself again? I'm gonna quickly talk over again just to confirm. Actually, do I have any food? I've got water. And a sip of water just in case we get thirsty. Don't get too thirsty.
Greetings. How go your efforts?
Who would be able to help me? Did I just
Listen
forget to-
well.
Nah, I think I did. Ito, the trainer, Burak, the gate warden. Yep.
If you're looking for news, the inn is always a good place to try.
In and Yizan at the beach. I forgot. She did tell us that. So there's 4 people she mentions there. The weapon trainers, the gatekeeper, the innkeeper is good for stories, just like Skyrim. And Yizan, who's the guy who we shipwrecked with. A lot of these people are looking like impressively geared up, and this guy's got this crazy, curved greatsword here. Very flashy looking dude. Oh, look at that! I didn't realize he's got a peg leg, and he's got a bionic arm too. Which is crazy technology, isn't that? Didn't you get rusty after we shipwrecked?
I wish I could greet you with a smile, but, well...
Well, we both know that won't happen. Okay. Alat's breath. What a disaster. How are you holding up? Just thinking, is your mouth injured in the crash? Can't you smile anymore? I mean, yeah. I wonder if his arm and leg were like that before we crashed, or if that happened from the shipwreck and they replaced it separately. So, how are you holding up?
Yesterday I was leading our most ambitious expedition in a decade. Now, all that's left is this wreck and a tribe in mourning.
I'm not holding up much better than you are. Why can't I just finish off that last little drop of dialogue thing? Let me look at this. What happens? How did our ship sink so close to home?
The lighthouse wasn't lit at the time we made impact with the rocks. Certainly.
I'm certain. I remember thinking that we should have seen it by now, right before we hit the rocks.
We lost everyone who was below the deck at the time of the accident.
Half the ship came apart before I was able to run aground. So we lost everything? All the coins, the spices, armor, weapons?
Unfortunately, yes. What little we could salvage from the wreck has gone to the families of my drowned men.
My finances are reeling from this loss. I have barely enough left to start over. You often have the option to be like compassionate and understanding about their thing, or be really whiny and frantic, like help, I've got 5 days. I chose like the help. I've got 5 days option most of the time, but it's not usually that they give you a lot of help. They just say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't help you. So I'm just going to pick the other option for now. Of course, their families need all the help they can get right now.
Kind as ever. Your parents would be proud.
Even struggling with your own problems, you still open your heart to those in need. Your parents will be proud.
The blood price on your head is disgusting. You weren't even born when that tragedy happened.
Yeah. It's unfair to hold anyone responsible for the crimes of their ancestors. You weren't even born when the tragedy happened. Yeah, I welcome the challenge. Besides, it's an excuse to get out there and find adventure.
More like find an early grave and lose a leg.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. My prosthetic arm and leg are testament to how stupid that sentiment is. Yeah, I also don't 100% believe in that. Yeah, there's plenty of things that can mess you up in ways you can't recover from completely.
Suffering doesn't help anyone. I often wonder if we're alive because of our tribal laws or in spite of them.
Again, they skip the middle of the dialogue. Suffering doesn't help anyone. Any system that forces pain upon anyone innocent has no right to exist. I often wonder if we're alive because of our tribal laws or in spite of them.
I'm sorry I don't have better news. Best of luck with squaring things with Risa in the short term.
Time to pick up pieces. Okay. And this option is weird. I don't know why. I don't know if there's prior animosity between these two characters. But the second option here, I want my money back, hand it over or I'll beat it out of you, seems so crazy. Like, do you see the endgame weapon he's got? He messes up. But not only that, but I just don't see the reason to just... It comes out of nowhere, such viciousness. I guess I'm truly on my own then.
Actually, I do have a small stash of goods I hid in case of disaster.
Yeah, I hid it near the old shipwreck to the south. When you open it, remember that the moon commands the stars. You know what I mean?
Remember, you're not just a link in a chain. You're worth more than the blood in your veins.
Remember, take care of yourself and don't be a tool for others, or you'll end up missing limbs like me. Make your own path. Sure thing, Yazan. See you later. The L1 is both the sprint button and the dodge button, so you gotta choose what to do. It's not that simple to dodge away. Like in combat, it's not simple to. You've got to make a conscious choice whether or not you're gonna dodge or you're gonna try and sprint your way out of a situation. That split-second delay often gets me hit. Yeah, and we're getting dark again. What day is it? It's the third day. I wonder if we can get all the way to day 5. Honestly, it would be pretty easy for me to just restart and create another character. Just restart the game and get to the point we're at, if necessary. And it looks like here's another fishing harpoon, which you get 11 silver out of. I think I managed, well, you start off with 27 silver. There's like 6 or 7 kind of weapons lying around here, and there's you can't really see it here because the house is in the way, like that big structure on the water there, but right behind there there's a cave, and there's a bit of treasure lying there too, and some enemies, and you can pick up a couple of things that are also worth spending like 10, 20 pretty coins. So I'm wondering if you can't, with everything you pick up here, and eventually the quests will be picking up, if you don't have access to the 150 coins. With just the pickups within this camp and the one quest. I'm wondering, but yeah, there's a way around getting the requiring the quest to get our pardon. The token they mentioned as well. Yeah, what does it say? It doesn't mention it here. Damn it. Yeah, I forgot the name of like that token of gratitude, token of help, or something. The other option, plan B. yeah, we can talk to you. Yeah, there's a couple of people to talk to. I'm gonna not care about the day running out. I'll find my way around. There's too much dialogue to go over to worry about daytime or nighttime. The ship we see there is very low texture. That's presumably the one we shipwrecked in. It's like, doesn't look very healthy lying there, half stuck in the water. So I kind of shipwrecked to the north of town, and the stash of items that Tycho, a friend, is to the south. He's left it to the south of town. So I kind of have to remember north and south. We've got an area map here, but it's really weird because like the north. Actually, if you think, yeah, no, I don't know. The compass is weird. When we get into the world, you'll see that it doesn't seem to match up north, south, east, and west in the world map from the city map here. It's off slightly. Very distracting. Anyway, let's talk to this guy.
Can I help you?
The freshest fish here, caught just moments ago. Take a look. Can you teach me about how to eat well while I'm in the wild? I've got you covered. What's on your mind? I'm not sure how to find food out there.
On top of hunting, you can forage for fish or berries.
Pick berries from bushes or use the fishing harpoon at a fishing spot. Cook any raw meat and boil any water that isn't clean before eating. You don't want to get sick. Cool part of the tutorial, by the way. The tutorial is crazy. There's between 30 and 40 tips, and it's almost like a mini dungeon here I'm walking through to get all the tutorials. It tells you just about all the basics you need to know, and I'd highly recommend going through that before even starting the base game here, because you'll be lost. There are a lot of very simple things that seem logical, but you don't really think of.
Can I help you?
What else are you gonna say? What's a quick and easy way to cook?
Simple food can be cooked on a lit campfire.
Cooked food rots slower and fills you up more. You can even boil river water to turn it into clean water that is free of disease. Lovely.
Can I help you?
I want to try my hand at more advanced dishes.
If you deploy a cooking pot over a campfire, or if you have a home with a proper kitchen, you'll be able to cook recipes with more than one ingredient.
They'll be even more filling and often have special properties. A good meal before a fight will tilt the odds in your favor. Well, all I know is that eating items, I'm gonna go ahead and just eat one of these travel rations. You get a buff. Stamina cost of actions reduced, and the less stamina you use, the less you will lose max stamina. Max stamina loss is based on how quick and how much stamina you spend. Like if you're constantly taking actions and spending a bunch of stamina, your max stamina is going to go down. And so far, eating certain items, I know drinking water will give you stamina recovery. Let's go ahead and drink this bit of water here. Recover 0.3 stamina per second. Hot weather defense plus 10. Cold weather defense plus 5 for... oh yeah, that's sleeping actually. That's not a food effect. Did we get no food? What? Or did our food effect already run out? Yeah, it must have just already run out. Weird. Or maybe it's overwritten with the water effects. Maybe they don't stack. Yeah, they probably don't stack because they're both modifying the stamina. So yeah, recover 0.3 stamina per second, and I'm not sure like if that recovery really is legit. I've always used it while also running around, taking a lot of actions, fighting, sprinting, doing everything, and it's quite possible that your stamina recovers slower than it goes down, your max stamina. Anyway, I added the torch to my quick bar here, so I can put it away when I want to, because I don't like him just running around with a torch in his hand constantly. It's kind of silly. There's still a lot of people to talk with. There's so much to learn about when you're just starting off that it's almost impossible to get the death sorted in 5 days, just because of how long it takes for you to get through all the dialogue from all these people. I think I'm going to talk with one more important person before I end this episode. Here's a guy who's kind of a big deal. He's named on the map as Roland Argenson. Same last name as Yizan Argenson, our fellow shipwrecked sailor.
Oh, what brings you here? How's my brother doing?
Oh, Julius, what brings you here? How's my brother doing? Well, Yizan's alive. That's more than most of the other people on our expedition can say.
Yeah, shame about the shipwreck. Accidents like this happen all the time.
What have we got to say here in response? We can kind of join him in his apologetic rants. But he has got this guilty look about him. Not if the lighthouse is lit. Who was on duty that night?
Not a clue. It wasn't me, though, that's for sure.
I didn't do it. Ay, caramba. Shouldn't you be helping your brother salvage the wreck?
I don't think he wants my help. Ugh, this is the worst day I've had in forever.
He's having a bad day. I don't think he wants my help. He always says that I'm stupid and clumsy. I probably just get in the way. Ugh, this is the worst day I've had in forever.
Oh, what brings you here? How's my brother doing?
Nah, the exact same thing. Well, last time I talked to him rather early, and I instantly figured out like the whole story. Yeah, it is basically his fault that we shipwrecked because he didn't like the lighthouse. Kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. I mean, everyone's getting mad at us. It's like, hey, you came back with the spoils, but we lost all the spoils because you crashed the ship. You clumsy idiots. But then, well, if the lighthouse isn't lit, then how are we supposed to park the ship? Of course, the lighthouse needs to be lit. The lighthouse's fault. Anyone else lying around here that needs talking with? Go straight away. Actually, is this I wonder if these are... Nah, that's just a steering wheel. Loudhammer?
What can I do for you?
Actually, if you ask him to craft you something, he'll give you a side quest.
Here's what I need.
And judging by how much silver it costs, I think that this is a much later game situation. Not something you're going to be getting on anytime soon. Plus, I have no idea what blue sand is. I'll craft you some blue sand armor made of sand. Yes, very. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you make armor out of sand. Well, I think that's going to be it for now. Running late. Next episode, more talking to the townsfolk. See you there.